G'day everybody, my name's Elliot Waters and welcome to the Dysregulated podcast. As always, thank you for tuning in. Today's episode is going to be about my university degree completion and my thesis submission. Now, in true Elliot style, it did not go to plan. So I'll just get straight into it. You may remember that I was focusing on the 4th of November. That was my due date. Right? Wrong. I got it wrong. My due date was the 3rd. Now, don't worry, I submitted it on the 3rd, but it took a superhuman effort to be able to do it. And to be quite frank, I'm sick to death how I force myself into these situations all the time. So you may ask, Elliot, how did you get the due date wrong? And look, it's a question that I'm still asking myself, but this is how I think it happened. So I got an email like mid-year that had my due date because I did get an extension on it because of some of the things going on this year. It's been a little bit of a challenge. And I don't remember opening it, but I know what I would have done. I would have opened it, had a look at the due date, thought that's so far away, let's not worry about it, and then left it alone. Now, other people might put it into a calendar or something or put it in their phone, but, you know, I don't roll like that. That's far too organised for me. And then the thing is, I have a real fear of opening emails. I can't stand it. For some reason, I think every email is going to be bad news, and often I'll have emails days old that I need to attend to that I really just can't because of the anxious response I get. Bit weird, but that's what happens. So I didn't open this email again because it was too scary. And I really wish I did because I would have known it was due on the 3rd, obviously. So what did that mean? Well, I discovered the actual due date on the 2nd at night. So that meant the 3rd was going to be a big day. At this point, I hadn't even written my discussion section yet. Luckily, I knew the research inside and out, and it was, I knew I could smash it out quickly, but this is not the circumstances that one should be finishing their degree. But, you know, this is exactly how it was meant to be. If I got it in early or on time, that's just not Elliot, unfortunately. Hopefully in the future it will be, but the current Elliot is disorganised and dysregulated, and the fact that I got the due date wrong it's perfect. That's exactly how it should have gone. So anyway, the 3rd. So I woke up at 5 a.m. I was in my computer chair by 6 a.m. I submitted the thesis at 11:58 p.m. So very quickly, if we do the maths, that's 18 hours. Now, this is no word of a lie. I only got out of my chair 3 times. Twice to go to the toilet, once to get a glass of water. That's it. And for the rest of the time, I was hammering away on the computer 18 hours straight. You know, a part of me is sort of patting myself on the back because that is one hell of a work ethic. I would challenge anyone else to put in a performance like that. It is legendary as far as I'm concerned. But then another part of me is like, you're an idiot. Why do you keep being so disorganized and forcing yourself to have to do efforts like this, which are so taxing mentally and physically? And I sort of agree with that part of me a little bit more, I think. Yes, the work ethic at the end was good, but it was at the end. Like, you know, there's good reasons why it didn't happen throughout the year, but at the same time, with a bit more organisation, we could have avoided it. So anyway, so in this context, anxiety and ADHD ruled the day. So anxiety, of course, being related to not wanting to open emails, and then the disorganisation in general is very ADHD-like. And yeah, unfortunately, they did a real job on me. But now that the degree is over, I can devote more time to some things I've been neglecting, which is pretty much everything. And one of those is my mental health. So anxiety, ADHD, and the rest of you, you're on notice. I'm coming for you. Get ready. But it is good to submit. Everyone keeps asking me though, geez, Elliot, you must feel good. And I don't. I don't feel good at all. I'm just as stressed because I'm guessing because was so used to just being stressed constantly. It's going to take a while for that to subside. But also anxiety is really playing more tricks on me because it doesn't care what's going on in the real world, but it will attach itself to something and then distort and make you feel feelings like being nervous or scared or anxious or whatever, even though the stimulus doesn't deserve it. So, you take away one stressor, which is the degree, anxiety will find a couple more to fill the gap. And unfortunately, that's what's happened. In this case, career moving forward and, a lot of those big life questions, which sort of plagued me in general anyway, but I did put aside to try and get this degree done. They're now bubbling back to the surface. So thank you for that, anxiety. As I said, I'm coming for you. And ADHD obviously needs a look at. I need to get some more processes in place, safety nets to ensure that I stick to my routines and stick to getting my responsibilities completed and all that sort of stuff. So that is something I'll be working on, like the Google Calendar and actually using it and setting a structured routine, which is so important for ADHD and bipolar and BPD, really, all of them. So that is sort of the next steps, is now to get, dare I say it, my life back on track, or at least devote energies to more areas that require it instead of just focusing on the one, which was doing this thesis. But do I feel good about finishing it? Yeah, not really. And that's a bit disappointing. I would have thought, I knew it wouldn't be instant relief because that's not how I roll. So I knew that it would take a little bit of time to hit that, that euphoria, that realization that we've achieved something pretty big here and it's behind us. But unfortunately, it hasn't quite got to that point, which is a little bit frustrating, but I'm sure, give it a bit more time, we'll get there. So anyway, I thought I'd just check in quickly and just explain the degree. As I said, it's been a little while since I've done an episode, and I don't know, I think I've been a bit stunned that it's over, and also I've been a bit, I guess, fatigued. It's all sort of caught up to me. I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but I definitely said it to some friends. I said, me finishing the degree, after that, it will go one of two ways. One is I'll get manic, hypermanic, and, I'll go out drinking, doing all that sort of stuff, driving around too quickly and just going mental. Or the other thing is I'll sleep for a week, and that is definitely the side. Sleeping for a week is pretty much what I've been doing. So, which isn't though, what's interesting and important though is that the sleeping hasn't been as a result of depression or anything. I think it is really a result of just being worn out. It's been a big year, a very big year. And looking at those two options, I'm very happy that I went the way of the sleeping, because obviously hypomania is not a good thing and we don't want those consequences, because that will provide anxiety with some real stresses that I do not want to be carrying around with me. So anyway, that's it today. Just a little quick one just to give you a bit of an update on how things are going. Now that degree's behind me, I've got some great topics I'm going to chuck on the podcast. I'm very excited and I hope you are too. But anyway, until next time, stay well. See ya.